morning all the students of class 10. Today is the last day of circle chapter and we have already completed up to question number 7 of the second exercise and only around 6 or 7 sums left. So let's start with that. Don't want to waste the time because today maximum number of sums are left. So let's start with that. We are starting with the question number 8 at first. Question number 8, once you read the question, what is given? A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. What is the meaning of the circumscribe a circle? So suppose this is a circle. The quadrilateral. So what is told here? Circumscribing a circle. So quadrilateral circumscribing a circle means the sides of the quadrilateral must touch the circle. Must touch the circle. So suppose we have chosen here the quadrilateral ABCD which circumscribing a circle. Just to see, it is touching the circle at different points. We have given the name as E, F, G and H. Okay, they have given some name. So A, B, C, D and here it has given P, it is Q, it is R and it is S. Okay, what you have to prove? So first of all, given ABCD is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle. To prove, we have to prove that AB plus CD that is equal to AD plus BC. Now look here, we have already learned a property that from external point whenever we will draw the tangents are equal to each other, correct? And I think all of you know this one, that from any external point whenever you will draw the tangents, only two tangents can be drawn and that two tangents are equal to each other. So if I consider point C, so from this external point the tangents are CR and CQ, so CR and CQ are equal. Similarly from the point B, whatever the tangents are drawn, that is BQ and BP, so BQ and BP are equal. From this point A, whatever the tangents has drawn, AP and AS, so these two are equal and here DR and DS are equal. So I think it's clear to you. So now we are studying the proof. In our left side, you just see AB and CD should be there. So whatever the parts of AB and CD, whenever we will write, all those parts we will write in the left side. Because in our proof, the left side contains the name AB and CD. So whatever the parts of AB and CD are there, that we should write in the left side. And in the right side, there are AD and BC. So whatever the parts are there of AD and BC, that should be written in the right side. So like that way, we will write everything. So as I have told, we will apply the property tangents from the external point are equal. So we are starting with that only. So first of all, we can write AP equal to AS. See, what are the parts of AB? I have written in the left side. AP is a part of AB. So AP I have written in the left side. And AP is equal to which one? AS. So AS I have written in the right side. Whenever the part of AB and CD were writing in the left side, then automatically the part of AD and BC will come to the right side. So no need to think for that. Similarly, we can write here BP equal to BQ. So I have completed AB because AP and BP both I have written. Now for CD we are thinking about CR is equal to CQ and DR is equal to DS. So I will write since tangents from external point are equal. Now we are adding all. So left side we are getting AP plus BP plus CR plus DR. On the right side we are getting AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Now AP plus BP, it's mean AB. CR plus DR, it means CD. AS plus DS, I have written at together, and BQ and CQ I have kept at together. Why I have done so? Because AS plus DS, if I take together, then I will get AD. For that only I have written AS and DS together. BQ and CQ I have kept together. So AB plus CD, AS plus DS means you are getting AD, and BQ plus CQ means BC, and that completes our proof. I think one of the easiest proof, and you understand this one. So we can start the next question. Going to the next question, number 9. Our next question number is 9. What is the question? The figure has given xy and x1, x prime, y prime are the two parallel tangents to a circle. So this is a circle. One of the tangent is xy, another one is x prime, y prime. Prime, y prime, and this is xy. These two are parallel tangent, and one thing we know already that the parallel tangents are always diametrically opposite to each other. So if we join these two points of contact, it must be the diameter of the circle. But whatever I have told verbally, that should be written whenever we will do the sum with the proper reason. Okay. Now, O is the center of the circle told. Another tangent AB with a point of contact C intersecting xy at A and B. AB intersecting xy at A and B, and here it is the point of contact C. What do you have to prove? Angle AOB equal to 90 degree. This one you have to prove. Okay. So let's start the proof. So what is given? First of all, let's write xy is parallel to x prime, y prime. This is given, and AB are tangents. These are tangents also given, that xy and x prime, y prime both are tangents. AB is tangent to the circle at C, and we have to find out or prove. We have to prove angle AOB 90 degree. To prove angle AOB equal to 90 degree. So before to start the proof, we have to do one construction, and the construction is we are joining OC. So our construction is join OC. So let's start the proof. See, one property we have learned that if we join the center to the external point, that line bisects the angle between the two tangents and as well as the central angle. At the first day in the class, whenever we have discussed about the property, in that class I have discussed this one. So now look here. Here we are giving a name CD. Let's just think. CD we cannot give. EF we are giving. EF. Any name has given in question? Yes, PQ. They have given the name PQ. So let's write here PQ. Now look here. AP and AC are the tangent to the circle, because from the external point A, AP and AC are tangent, correct? Because this full thing is tangent, means AC and AP are tangent to the circle from the external point A. So these two tangents making the central angle at the center, this one, and this is the line joining the center to this external point. So this line will bisect the angle between two tangents and as well as the central angle. But I have to talk about the central angle only. So what can I write here? X and Y should be equal to each other, correct? Similarly, from the point B, the tangents are BC and BQ, and this is the line joining the center to this external point. So this line must bisect the angle subtended by the two tangents. These are the two tangents, and the angle subtended by them at the center is this one, COQ, and this line BO must bisect that COQ. So Z and W should be equal to each other. So what we will write in proof? First of all, we will write that PQ must be the diameter. So this one you have to write at first. So how will write the statement for that? Since xy parallel to x prime y prime are tangents to the circle, therefore PQ must be the diameter of the circle, must be the diameter of the circle. What is the reason? Since diametrically opposite tangents are parallel to each other. We know this property. Now OA bisects angle AOC. Therefore, x equal to y. What is the reason? Since line joining center to external point bisects the angle formed by two tangents from external point at center. Line joining the center to external point bisects the angle formed by the two tangent from the external point at center. At center, whatever the angle they are forming, this line bisects this one. Similarly, what we can write? Z is equal to W. So we got x equal to y and z equal to W. Now you just think, as PQ is a diameter, so PQ is a single line. So this complete and this angle will be equal to 180 degree altogether. So what can I write here? X plus y plus z plus W equal to 180 degree, since PQ is a straight line. Now one thing you just see, x and y are equal, already we have proved here, and z and W also we have. So since x and y are equal, so instead of x I can write here y. Why I have changed x only? Because I need the angle AOB. Angle AOB mean whatever the names are there in angle AOB, y and z, I need to transform except y and z, others all of them. So y and z will keep as usual, but whatever the x and w are there, that we can convert in y and z or not, that one we have to think. As we have proved earlier that x and y are equal, so instead of x we can write here y. Similarly, instead of w we can write z, because z and w are equal, we have proved in number 2. So from 1 and 2. So what we got here? Twice of y plus z equal to 190 degree. So that's mean we can write here y plus z, that is equal to 90 degree, because dividing by 2. And y plus z mean only angle AOB. So it has proved angle AOB equal to 90 degree. So that only the proof we have to do QED. Clear? I think no question is here. So if you have any problem, first of all I said just repeatedly see the class, then you just go for the next sum. So now we are moving to question number 10. Now let's move to question number 10. What is the question? Prove that the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. Acha, this proof I will not do, because this proof already I have done in first period. So if you have missed this one, once you see that class and complete the proof yourself. Just I am giving the drawing of the diagram. Suppose P is the external point and PA and PB are the tangents as drawn from the external point. And what you have to prove? angle between the two tangents, that's mean this angle, and the angle subtended by them at the center of the circle, that's mean this angle, these two are supplementary we have to prove, and it is one of the easiest proof, because in that class what we have shown, this angle is 90 and this angle is 90 because radius is perpendicular to tangent. So these two together giving you 180 degree. Now sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360, you already know. So if I subtract 180 from 360, so remaining two angles total value will become 180 degree. So I think this proof you can complete yourself with the proper statement, because this has already done in the first class. So this you do yourself. I am just moving to the next question, that is question number 11. Now question number 11. Prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. So this is a circle, and suppose this is a parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. As you have to prove rhombus, so whenever you will draw the diagram, it should looks like a rhombus only. You just see that all the sides are equal or not, like that way you have to draw the diagram. So this is the ABCD is the quadrilateral circumscribing the circle, because as we have already told that circumscribing a circle means the side must touch the circle. See all the side touching the circle at different points. We are giving the name here PQRS. And what is given here? It has given already that ABCD is a parallelogram. So what you will write here? Let ABCD is a parallelogram circumscribing the circle What you have to prove? We have to prove ABCD is a rhombus. So let's start the proof. First of all, we have proved now one proof we have done now, that AB plus CD equal to AD plus BC. So that proof we will complete first. In question number, I think question number 9. No, sorry, not question number 9. Question number 8 we have proved now. Question number 8 we have proved that AB plus CD equal to AD plus BC. So that proof first you have to complete. So let's do that one, because that one already you have seen. First of all, what we will write? AP, all the parts of AB will write in the left side, all the parts of CD will write in the left side, and all the other parts of AD and BC will write in the right side. So AP must be equal to AS, because tangent from the external point are equal. From the external point A, the tangents are drawn. BP equal to BQ. Then CR equal to CQ and DR equal to DS. What are the reason will be? Since tangents drawn from external point are equal to each other. Now we are adding this all. So left side what we will get? AP plus BP plus CR plus DR, and right side we will get AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. So AP plus BP mean we can write here AB, CR plus DR mean we can write here CD, AS plus DS we can write together to get AD, and BQ plus CQ, from there we can write BC in the next line. So we are getting AB plus CD equal to AS plus DS, AD plus BC. Now look here, as ABCD is a parallelogram, it has told in question, so AB and CD are equal. So I can write here twice of AB. And as AD and BC are the opposite sides of parallelogram, so these two are also equal. So you can write here twice of AD. Since AB equal to CD and AD equal to BC, as opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. So 2 can be cancelled from both sides, so we can get AB equal to AD. So what we have proved? We have proved in a parallelogram we know that opposite sides are equal. But now what I have proved? In a parallelogram, adjacent sides are equal. So whenever AB is equal to BC, as AB equal to CD, so BC also coming equal to CD. And as BC equal to AD, opposite sides of parallelogram, so what we are getting? Actually all the sides we are getting equal. So what can I write here now? Therefore, ABCD is a parallelogram with equal adjacent sides. Parallelogram with equal adjacent sides, and as this is a parallelogram with equal adjacent sides, so we can write here, therefore ABCD is a rhombus, and that is only our proof. So we can write here, hence the proof. I think you understand this one. First of all, it is a parallelogram, it has already given in question, and I have proved in this parallelogram the adjacent sides are equal, and so that's why what is coming, all the sides are coming equal, and whenever in a parallelogram adjacent sides are becoming equal and it turns that all the sides are equal, so we can say it's a rhombus. Okay, so now we'll move to our question number 12. So moving to our question number 12, what is the question? A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle. So suppose this is a circle and this is a triangle which is drawn to circumscribe a circle. So suppose ABC is a triangle which is circumscribing the circle, because I have told already the meaning of circumscribe means whatever is circumscribing the circle, that all the sides must touch the circle, they all will become the tangent of the circle. And here told, say this is given as, oh sorry, they have given some name. ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 centimeter. Okay, so radius of the circle has given as 4 centimeter. So all of them are equal to 4 centimeter. And we know radius is perpendicular to tangent, so this sign also we can give here. Now let's see what is given. BD and DC which are divided by the point D, lengths are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. So BC is divided by the point D, wherever one of them has given, this one we are giving the name here E, and this one we are giving as F. BD equal to how much given? BD equal to given 8 centimeter and CD equal to given 6 centimeter. We have to find out the side length of AB and AC. We have to find out the side length of AB and AC. Look here, BD is a tangent from the point B, and from the same point B another tangent is B. And we know from an external point, whenever we will draw the tangents, they will be equal to each other. So this is 8 centimeter, means this also will be 8 centimeter. Definitely the reason we will write whenever I will do the sum. And here similarly, CD and CF are equal, so this also will be 6 centimeter. We are just taking as AF as x centimeter, then AE also will be x centimeter, as from the external point these two tangents has drawn. Now we are joining with the center O, BO, AO and CO. So given ABC is a triangle circumscribing the circle BD equal to given 8 centimeter and CD equal to given 6 centimeter. To find the length of AB and AC. So starting the proof. Before to start the proof, we'll do some construction. So join OD, OE, OF, OB, OC, OA. Solution. BD is equals to B equal to 8 centimeter and CD is equals to CF equal to 6 centimeter. What is the reason? Since tangents from external point are equal to each other. Now from the external point A we have drawn the tangent AE and AF. So what we will write here? AE equal to AF equal to x centimeter, say. The same reason, so we will write here 2. Same reason, tangents from the external point are equal to each other. Now what we will do? We will find out the area of this triangle in the two different ways. First of all, we will find out the area of this complete triangle by Heron's formula. Also, we will find out the area of this smaller 3 triangle which has made in the figure. This smaller 3 triangles area we will find out, and if I add them, that is equal to the area of the bigger triangle which we have already taken out using the Heron's formula. So we can make an equation and then we can solve. So this smaller triangles area first of all we will find out, or we can write like this. First of all, bigger triangle area we are finding out, then smaller triangle we will add and I will make equal to the bigger triangle. So better to find out the area of the bigger triangle at first. So in triangle ABC, first of all you will find out the semi-perimeter, because you know to find out to use the Heron's formula you have to find out the semi-perimeter. So if you want to find out the semi-perimeter, that means I have to do AB plus AC plus BC divided by 2. It means x plus 8. Now AC means x plus 6 plus BC mean 8 plus 6 divided by 2, this much centimeter. So it's coming 2x plus 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 12 is 28. So if I divide by 2 is coming x plus 14 centimeter. So area of triangle ABC will be root over of S into S minus A. A mean we are taking this AB side, that is x plus 8. So minus x minus 8. Then x minus S minus B, that means minus x minus 6. Then S minus C, that is minus 8 minus 6. This much centimeter square. So it means we are getting x plus 14 into 6 into 8 into x, this much centimeter square. So this is the area of full triangle ABC which we have taken out using Heron's formula. Now this area should be equal to the area of this smaller 3 triangular segment area. So we can write now. Now area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle AOC, that should be area of triangle equal to area of triangle ABC. Because these two smaller triangle whenever we will add, then we can get this bigger triangle. Now first of all we are finding out area of triangle AOB. See, this is the perpendicular to AB, because this is 90 degree, radius is perpendicular to tangent. So what we can do here, half into AB into OE, half into AB into OE. Now for BOC similarly what we can write? Half into base into height. Base we are getting here BC and height is OD. BC into OD. Now for area of triangle AOC what we will write? Half into base is AC. Half into base is AC and the height is OF. So that is equal to area of triangle ABC mean the full triangle area we have got this one, root over of x plus 14 into 6 into 8 into x. Now we are putting these values. Half we can take common. AB mean x plus 8 into OE mean 4. Now half into BC mean 8 plus 6, that's mean 14. OD is 4 plus half into AC means x plus 6 and OF mean into 4, that is equal to root over of x plus 14 into 6 into 8 into x. So let's solve this one now. Half into 4 we are taking common. So in bracket it will be x plus 8 into 14 into x plus 6. So half into 4 I have taken common from all. So that side it is root over of x plus 14 into 6 into 8 into x. Cancelling. So it's coming 2x plus 28, outside 1 2 is here. Here we can write it as x plus 14 into 2 into 3 into 2 cube into x. From this 2 we can take common 2, so it is becoming 2 to the 4, here becoming x plus 14. Here it is 2 to the power 4, so if I do the square root it will come as 2 square, that means 4 only. So in bracket it is 3 into x plus 14. The calculation work you must do yourself. This 4 can be cancelled from both sides. Now we are doing square on both sides. So x plus 14 square, so that size square root will omit and it will become 3x into x plus 14 as we have done the square on both sides. So that part we are just taking to left side now. So x plus 14 square. Maybe you have thought that you will cut one x plus 14. So it is a quadratic equation. So x must have two values. If you cancel both sides, then one value of x you will lose. So we are doing the next part here, taking common x plus 14. So it will become x plus 14 minus 3x. Doing the last part above there. So what we are getting here? We are getting x plus 14 into what? X minus 3x is minus 2x. So minus 2x plus 14 or 14 minus 2x. Whenever multiplication of two terms is 0, so either or odd, that case will come. So either x plus 14 equal to 0, so from there we will get x equal to minus 14, or 14 minus 2x equal to 0, so from there we will get 2x equal to 14 and from there we will get x equal to 7. Now x equal to minus 14 cannot be taken because you just see length cannot be negative, this is x, length cannot be negative. So not possible since length cannot be negative. So what we got? We got x equal to 7. So as we got the length of x, so easily I can find out the length of AB and AC. So you can write now, therefore AB equal to, what is the length of AB will be? X plus 8. So AB equal to x plus 8, that means 7 plus 8 centimeter is coming 15 centimeter. And if we want to write the length of AC, that is x plus 6. So and AC equal to x plus 6 centimeter, that is 7 plus 6 centimeter, so is coming 13 centimeter. So is completes the answer. This is one of the biggest sum of this in this exercise. So here the question was to find out the length of AB and AC, and we got that one. I think it's clear to you. Regarding calculation, better you pause the video and do it yourself. Okay. So after seeing the video, once you re-seen this one, because it's required to whatever the analysis we have done for this sum, then you can do understand it better. Okay. So going to the last sum of the exercise, question number 30. To question number 30. What is this question? Prove that opposite sides of quadrilateral circumscribing a circle. Again that word, circumscribe a circle. So let's draw the quadrilateral circumscribing a circle. And as no specific type of quadrilateral has told, so we are just drawing the quadrilateral anyhow. So ABCD is a quadrilateral. You can understand this is circumscribing the circle as it is touching the sides of the quadrilateral is touching the circle at different point as PQ, RS. Opposite sides of quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center of the circle. So this is the center of the circle. DC, whatever the angle is subtending, that is DOC. AB, whatever the angle is subtending, that is AOB. What I have to prove? COD plus AOB equal to 180 degree, because supplementary means what? 180 degree. Here the question is opposite side of the quadrilateral makes supplementary angle at the center. So that's when I have to prove AOB plus COD equal to 180 is as well as you have to prove BOC and DOA, that is also equal to 180 degree. So let's start the proof. So let ABCD is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle with center O. What you have to prove? To prove angle AOB plus angle COD equal to 180 degree, angle BOC plus angle AOD, that is also equal to 180 degree. To start the proof, we have to do some construction. So we'll go for construction. We'll join OP, OQ, OR, OS. So join OP, OQ, OR, OS. Now look here. One thing we have learned now, one proof already you have done. There we have seen that the line joining the center to the external point bisects the angle between angle formed by the two tangents at the center. So here what we can write? We can write x is equals to y. We can write z is equals to w. We can write m is equals to n, and we can write a is equals to b. So let's write that one. Proof. X equals to y, z is equals to w, m is equals to n, and a equals to b. All of them have the same reason, since line joining the center to external point bisects the angle formed by two tangents at the center of the circle. So that's why see CR and CQ are the tangent. So they are subtending the angle ROQ. So x and y will be equal because OC bisects this one. Similarly, BQ and BP are tangent. So they are forming the central angle QOP, and OB is the line joining the center to that external point. So this will bisect this QOP angle. So that's why Z and W are equal. Similarly, AP and AS, considering that I have written M and N are equal, and DS equal to DS and DR are the tangent, considering that one I have written A and B are equal. Now you just see, if I add them all, that is equal to 360 degree because it is a central angle. So you can write now. Now, if I do X plus Y plus Z plus W plus M plus N plus A plus B, that should be equal to 360 degree, since the region is complete angle. Now you just see one thing, X and Y are equal, already have proved. First of all, I want to show that COD and AOB are equal. Sorry, not equal, extremely sorry. COD and AOB equal to total 180 degree. So whatever the angles are there in COD and AOB, that is X, B, M and W, correct? Including COD, whatever the angles are there, X and B, including AOB, whatever the angles are there, M and W. So first of all, our work is that to prove X, B, M, to keep here only the angle name X, B, M, W. Okay? As I want to prove angle COD plus angle AOB, at first I want to prove that is 180 degree. So including of these two angles, I can see the angle name are X, B, W and M. So whatever the angles are there, I want to convert all of them in terms of X, B, M and W. So here X is there, I will not change. Y is equal to X, already I have proved. So Y you can write as X. Now Z I cannot keep, I have to keep W. So Z and W are equal, so Z can be converted as W. This W we are keeping as usual. M and N are equal, so N can be converted to M. A and B are equal, so A can be converted to B. Actually, I want to keep only the name of the angle X, B, M, W only, then only I can get COD and AOB add together. So from where I have got? We got from number 1. From 1. So we are getting here twice of X, twice of B, twice of M, twice of W. 2 we have taken common, dividing to that side, so we are getting X plus B plus M plus W equal to 180 degree. Now X plus B mean we can write angle COD, and M plus W mean we can write angle AOB, that is equal to 180 degree. So this is the proof of first part. First part proved. Now for second part we need not to do so much work. See, this is total 360 degree and this one plus this one we got 180 degree. So if I subtract these two angles, then the remaining these two angle total value will be equal to 180 degree. So what will you write now? Now angle AOB plus angle COD plus angle BOC plus angle AOD, that is equal to 360 degree since complete angle. Correct? And AOB plus COD already we got 180 degree. So we are converting this one as 180 degree. So plus angle BOC plus angle AOD, that is equal to 360 degree. Now this one we are subtracting to that side, so we are getting BOC plus AOD, BOC plus AOD, opposite two angles, equal to 360 degree minus 180 degree, and this one we are getting BOC plus AOD equal to 180 degree. That was the second part of our, so second part proved. Hence the proof. And the proof has completed. I think you understand this all, whatever we have done. And our this chapter circle has already completed. So whatever we have done within these 4 days, once you go for the revision of all these classes properly again, so that you can get a brief concept of this chapter and try to do some extra sum from different books. Thank you.